The High Republic book A Test of Courage by Justina Ireland reintroduced a Legends weapon back into Star Wars canon, the Lightwhip. These lightsaber variants first appeared way back in 1985 in the original Marvel Star Wars comics, so let's talk about what they are and how the canon versions seemingly differ from their Legends counterparts. It's a pretty self-explanatory concept. A Lightwhip was a lightsaber whose blade could become flexible. A Test of Courage states that the design came to Vernestra Rwoh in a vision of the Force, and so she modified her purple-bladed lightsaber to become a whip. She trained with it in secret because the weapons tended to be used by Darksiders and were specifically connected with the Night Sisters of Dathomir. However, writings in the Jedi Temple described Jedi who also used light whips to defend against Sith Lords who trained in the forbidden lightsaber forms, whatever those are. Vernestra believed the Force led her to modify her lightsaber and did not sense any darkness in it, but she also neglected to tell any elder Jedi of her actions and only revealed it to a younger Padawan named Emery when it was absolutely necessary. It's interesting that Vernestra could make adjustments to her existing weapon to turn it into a light whip. In Legends, that would be impossible because the construction of the weapon was very different. Originally, they were created by stringing together many small crystals into a rope, and then the energy of a lightsaber would course down its length. When deactivated, it still had a physical shape. Now it would appear that a Jedi or Sith could simply adjust the way the energy passed through their single, contained kyber crystal to make the blade more flexible. Vernestra was able to alternate her lightsaber between its normal mode into a whip and vice versa, whereas Legends light whips were always whips and nothing more. I should also point out the existence of a similar weapon in the Star Wars universe, the Electro-Whip. I've seen plenty of confusion over this weapon, thinking it's the same as a Jedi or Sith light whip, and it's not. They've appeared in episodes of the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels used by slavers. It was basically a metal handle with a retractable wire that would become electrified when activated. It does appear very similar to a light whip, and the concept is the same, but Electro-Whips were not lethal. They were incredibly painful to touch, but they wouldn't cut off an arm. They're basically like a low-powered version of a Legends light whip with the physical wire. But that's all we know about light whips for now. They've only appeared in the one canon story so far. Technically, I guess they were first mentioned canonically in a role-playing sourcebook called Endless Vigil, but I tend to lean towards actual story material over sourcebooks for information, only because sourcebooks have a history of being overwritten by story ideas. Anyway, that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our High Republic coverage, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.